They're rebooting The Crow. They've been doing it for like 15 years. There's been 1,000 actors attached that have dropped, but they're officially making this one. Bill Skarsgård, brother of Alex Skarsgård.
That poor guy. That poor guy.
Son of Stellan Skateboard.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Stellan Skarsgård has taken on the role, and he did Pennywise, so I guess the clown makeup and the weird gothic vibe was going to be what they were going for with him. But they released the first images to Variety, and I got to tell you, this movie looks like a fucking piece of shit. I mean,
that chick is slamming though. She's that's about.
What's she from? I don't know her from anybody.
She's a British singer / actor.
What a terrible fucking haircut.
So he looks
I love that
looks
haircut.
reminiscent of Jared Leto's The Joker.
Yeah,
he's got tattoos.
He's got the tats and shit. Like the tats are fine. Leather jacket look, but this fucking haircut is
love it, bro. Oh, favorite. I almost got that this past weekend.
No, you did not.
Duggan, your hair's not long enough to do that.
Dude, I've been asking my wife if I get this haircut for forever. She won't let me get it.
This is the worst haircut I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's not the worst haircut you've ever seen in your entire life.
Futuristic. I love it.
It's so futuristic.
He's all business up front and partying in the fucking back.
Dude, but look at the sides here on this one next to the where he's like looking longingly into her eyes at the campfire.
It's amazing.
He's got I mean, those are like little it's like a side mullet.
It's an absolute mullet.
It's fucking awful.
It's perfect. It has the perfect 90-degree angle behind his ear. Like, I want to get my haircut like that now.
And then look at the front on the one where he's like all crowed up. Look at the front here. He's got like his widow's peaks longer hair than the rest of it.
Because you can tell he was so methed out that he was cutting his hair like that.
Dude, he absolutely cut his hair himself.
Yeah,
I think they should. I think they should boot Bill Skarsgård and just have Chris Crow play the Crow.
Yes.
And it's just a 2.5 hour long movie following Chris Crow throughout one day of his life.
Bring back
Crow.
Edward Furlong.
People, dude, make a movie called The Crow and it just follows him around and people are gonna be like, what is this? This isn't what I signed up for.
But it has just a tiny little E at the end. So you can't really see it. At first glance, you see The Crow, but there's a little E.
Yeah.
You got to put that out as a bootleg so people buy it thinking it's this fucking garbage.
But like, all right, so the original Crow. I'll put this image back up in a minute. The original Crow, right? It's like this. It's a comic book. It was adapted in the 90s. Obviously, Brandon Lee died filming it. That's like what makes it notorious. People wanted to watch it, and like I don't know if that helped it or not. I always liked The Crow. As like when I was younger, I haven't watched it in fucking 15 years probably, but it was like this like rock gothic like 90s fucking movie. It was pretty rad. What are they going for here? Like,
what made him the Crow? Like, I thought he had like mystical powers or some shit.
He gets
die.
His wife and him get murdered by like gang members, and the town run
some shit.
Yeah,
during Devil's Night.
Yeah, during Devil's Night. Their
like
entire city is overrun by gang members and shit. And then this fucking like Crow brings the soul of the guy back from the dead a year later because there's unfinished business in the town.
An actual crow.
Yeah, crows are very intelligent.
Soul.
Ferries the soul dead. That's what it is. Like that's the root. So that's gonna be.
How did he get his soul? Did he buy it?
The soul was on the other side, but because of the unfinished business of the body when it died,
he found it.
So the crow is a vessel.
Trying to explain this movie is much harder than watching it.
And when you watch the original Crow, he's basically immortal until one fucking son of a bitch is like, what if I just shoot the crow? And they shoot the fucking bird, and then he's like, oh shit, now I can die.
We need to make a list of what we're gonna do when we have the movie theater fucking 2024 when we sit in front of the screen and comment on these movies, because The Crow needs to be one of them.
The fuck are you talking about?
He wants a list of movies that he wants to watch and then review on the channel. I would definitely, let me tell you, when this comes out, the new Crow, I will absolutely go back through the old Crow just so I could compare and contrast.
You have to watch them all.
Old Crow.
No.
Show.
I don't watch the sequels. The sequels are horrible. So
What are you talking about? Edward Furlong's in one.
It's honestly, it looks like it would be this one.
What is Edward Furlong? What's Edward Furlong doing these days?
Nothing.
He's in furlough.
He had
He had a cameo in the Crow.
Wasn't he in like a Super Bowl commercial a couple of years ago?
I don't know. He had a dinner with T-1000 fucking
Robert Patrick,
Bishop from Alien, and some other guy. I don't even remember who the other day. So there was like a big hey, we were all in Terminator movies together.
Speaking of Robert Patrick, did you watch Reacher season 2?
I have not finished it. I haven't finished it.
Good.
Okay. But you got
had enough time.
You got like two or three.
Plenty.
You got like two or three episodes in. Yeah.
I've seen Robert Patrick. Yes.
Okay. Did you catch the part where? Yeah.
The Terminator reference.
Yeah, the Terminator
Sarah
reference.
Connor.
He goes, "I don't give a shit who Sarah Connor is."
It's so funny. Yeah, that was great. I love that. They were really clever to throw that in there.
Top tier. Great.
All right, but hang on. Back to this discussion. Look at this. Look at this image. So these two are boozing it up at some fucking redneck campfire. Like, are we just? Is this the setting? Is the setting just like gross small town?
No, the setting is what the whole town has been run through, and it's just fucking anarchy at this point. So they're sitting by like a barrel fire, and they're drinking.
West Virginia. It's West Virginia.
Definitely West Virginia.
And the coal mine has closed 5 years ago, and that has opened the door for
gangland.
Gangland, basically.
I have a question. Was it really necessary to show Bill Skarsgård's dick root?
Dick root?
Dick root?
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
You can't help that he's got a dick root.
I mean, they had to show off all those fake tattoos,
right?
Tattoos.
Like I like the one. I like the one on his left pectoral where his nipple is one of the eyeballs.
Those are all real.
Oh my god, is that a face?
Yeah.
Yes,
dude, it looks like Tupac.
Yeah, but the nipples.
It's an alien
in eyeball.
Dan,
they moved the eyeball right to the
I was about to comment on this one. I was about to comment on this tattoo. I thought this was a man looking back over his shoulder and pissing over his nipple.
That's
exactly what it looks like.
It's that kid, and he's like, "Nah, fuck this nipple."
Maybe that's what it is, and we're all looking at it weird.
No, it's totally a face.
But no, it's definitely some guy peeing over a nipple. It's like that fucking truck thing that used to be.
What the fuck are the rest of them?
Let me pull it back up.
It's the third eye.
The eyeball, obviously.
Looks like he has a heart on his stomach, and then he's got XY chromosomes next. No, wait, that's a broken chain.
I see tombstones.
That's
and then he's got a whole bunch of crosses
like a tombstone
going down to his dick root. Yep. No, it looks like a centipede next to his dick,
right?
And there's the tombstone up on his collarbone.
Random fucking tattoos.
Honestly, the other collarbone looks like it could be a dragonfly or some shit.
Yeah, that's either a hummingbird or a dragonfly over here.
Yeah, something with wings.
In his face, he's got. What does that say?
It says.
I can't zoom in enough to make out it says. It looks like it says like kitty.
Well, his sideburns are tattooed as well.
Yeah, but it looks like
those are Japanese symbols.
He's all over the board.
Yeah,
he's like Russell Brandon forgetting Sarah Marshall.
It's fucking terrible.
And what's this girl doing being with this asshole? Like, he just like seems like such a piece of shit. Like, I honestly think I'd be rooting for the gang members.
I love the starter jacket he's wearing though.
It's got a fucking werewolf on it.
Skull on it, a werewolf.
I need that.
Oh man, I don't know.
Cocoa Puffs logo on there.
Like Eric Draven, from the original Crow, he's like all about like the community and like helping kids, and he's a fucking rock star, and he's like cool. This guy seems like an asshole, and like he's
coming back to life because when they killed him, they stole his favorite crack pipe.
That's right.
Said, "I'm getting my crack pipe back."
You burned down my trailer.
I don't know, man. He seems like he would be a gang member. Like maybe it's
called a caravan.
Maybe, you know what? You're right. He does. He also kind of looks like he would be like an English pikey. So that's interesting. All right. Well, I think this movie's going to be terrible. I've been waiting forever for this fucking to get made. It was supposed to have James McAvoy attached. It was supposed to have fucking Aquaman attached. And then it ended up on Bill Skarsgård, which honestly, when it ended on him, I was like, okay, like he could, if they're doing like an actual remake of the original, this will be great. But this just looks like another one of those trash sequels that they made. So I'm very bummed about it. So
I'm sorry.
Yes. All right. Anybody else have anything else they want to say about this?
No.
I wasn't even aware it was coming. It was going to be a thing until I seen it the other day, and I was like, I have zero interest in this whatsoever.
It's The Crow. I mean, it's dude, I'll tell you this. If the trailer comes out, and even though I think the guy looks like an asshole, if the trailer comes out and it like has a lot of fun action and like it looks campy and fun, like 90s, maybe I'll watch it. I don't know, but
I'm not going to.
Okay.
You're not going to watch
it. If
they
bring back is that gasoline I smell, right? Scene, I'd be all for it. I mean, it's one of my favorite scenes.